Shalom, shalom. First of all, I give all praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah Bashem, Harakah Kodash, my mouth. Double honors to the elder and apostles of GMS and the elder apostle of the Lions Den Camp Harlem 1. Shalom to you brothers and sisters that's pushing the truth of sincerity around the four corners of the earth. All right, so the title of this lesson is going to be called The Tree That Grows in the Midst or in the Midst of Drought and waverness. This is Psalms 1:1. Blessed is that man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. But in his law doth he meditate day and night. And he should be like a tree planted by the rivers of water that bringeth forth fruit in the season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. Right? So I brought this out to bring out the point that that same exact man that walketh in the counsel and that has that delight in the Lord is going to be planted just like a tree by the river. And what that does is it gives you the highest form of nutrients to the source as possible, which gives you the ability to withstand anything. And with the ability to withstand anything comes with the power to stand firm. Now, verse 4, the ungodly are not so, but are like the chaff which the wind driveth away. Right, so the ungodly, they're not planted by the rivers of living water. They're not even planted at all, roughly. They get moved just like the chaff. And it says there, therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregations of the righteous. And what does light have with darkness? Nothing. The same way with how the wicked can't understand the path of the righteous, the same way the righteous will never be able to fully understand and to take part in the path of the unrighteous. As the path of the unrighteous seems right in these times, because they do things contrary to the Lord nowadays. But in the latter end, then shall they know that their deeds are wicked. Verse 6, for the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. So the ways shall perish. So as everything else. But the righteous is going to stay planted. The righteous is going to have their faith reaffirmed. Like, for example, right? This is Sirach 2 and 4. I'm going to get straight to the point. Verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So, don't depart away when faced with a shift in your life. Everything is meant to make you better, to make you stronger, to make you wiser. All of that is meant to help. And sometimes as mortal beings, sometimes we don't see that. We don't see that most of the time. And we don't see that because we get caught up with so much other stuff that we have to do. And that causes us to somewhat forget. So, but keeping that into the end, keeping the faith, remembering the Lord, because even though things could be moving around you, you should not move. You're gonna move. You're gonna rock a little bit, same way the trees rock whenever there's a hurricane. But that the root is gonna stay firm. The foundation is gonna stay firm, even though that tree is gonna build up. And it's gonna make that tree stronger from all the bending and stuff. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low state. So being patient and not taking your place and moving in, and always like, hey, and that's one thing I must say I got to learn myself, is to learn to be patient, how to be more patient. And hopefully the Lord gives me that patience, because all of it helps create the perfect man or woman. All of that is just shaping us to become better. Verse 5, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way right, and trust in him. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna trust in him, because we won't have trust in anything else. How can we? He's the only thing that's good, and he's the only one, and he's the only thing that can make us better, make us whole. And that's the best part about it. So that's this. But it's getting late, so I just wanted to go ahead and shoot off these precepts very quickly. But I hope this was edifying, and shalom.